And a little bit of a slide. You heard the radio transmission a moment ago. Going to wait on fuel here with 27 to go in stage 2. Question is, Steve, what does this pit stop tell you? Will it be open for everybody else here midway through the stage?
Well, I think it's the same thing. You know, if we're playing poker, they've showed one card of 5 or 7 card hand. They just haven't showed you their entire hand yet. Now we see the 71, another Spire Chevrolet on pit road. The 71 will come down here. I'm sure it'll be 4 tires, Shannon. That sounds like waiting on fuel.
That's exactly right. You guys heard it on the radio. Wait on fuel. So the stop will be a little bit longer for Michael McDowell, who was running second. Great run for him today. He was fighting loose overall earlier in the race, and that car is fast.
Michael comes down. That cycles Heim to second. Hocevar now third.
Problem we have now is there is some Goodyear tire fall off. Remember, that's how the 5 ended up with the lead. So, oh, here we go. I was wondering if this would force the leader to come to get those fresher Goodyear tires, which is a little bit different shift from last year where the tires didn't seem to matter a ton. Ty Gibbs doing a nice job getting down to pit road speed.
Halfway through stage 2, and the race leader says the time is now for my green flag pit stop. Corey Heim now takes over the race lead. 54 coming down for service. Here he is, Marty.
Boy, once Ty Gibbs got the lead, he was quick in that 54. Said he was a little bit too free out front with that clean air that he did not have the advantage of earlier in the race. But he didn't want to make a big adjustment to it. 4 tires here. They're going to wait on fuel as well. 25 to go here in stage 2.
Talk about athleticism. That hand from the second hand from behind the wall to the front was low. And that gas man took that 110 pounds from his elbow and threw it up in his shoulder. Absolute athleticism from the fuel man of the 54.
Saw a few teams down there today doing their rehearsals, making sure they are all set to go out and execute today because it's so key.
You just never know who the all-star is going to be that jumps out on your team. That was potentially bad from the 54. Great job, and look at what it pays off, right? Easily blends and stays on the lead lap. So I want to watch this fueler, right, on the right-hand side. He's going to hand he's going to hand it back watch when he gets the second one. Man, they throw it like on his shoulder, and that's 110 pounds he's throwing around up there. That is super uncomfortable. That could easily get away from you. And he was the entire speed of the pit stop. Well done. Now I would tell the guy behind, they can be like, work with me a little bit. I mean, let that a little bit easier. Don't quite toss it.
Talking about Corey Heim. Leads a bunch.
Right here. Now look, the 67 still has to pit. The 77's a little uncomfortable right here. He'd like to get his lap back as soon as he can, just in case we get an ill-timed yellow.
Did jump out in front of his teammate Michael McDowell, who has also scored 1 lap down. Suarez in that mix as well.
Yeah, Michael kind of hung up here behind Corey Heim. The 77 is going to push hard as he can and try to jump in front of the 67 and then try to put some distance between. Denny Hamlin back there coming to pit road.
Yeah, because this is not only keeping them a lap down, Dale, but it's also hurting their lap time. They're getting killed on lap time. Left-hand side, the 11, as you mentioned, on pit road. I believe this driver and team has been very calmly executing their plan today. I think this is all been part of the plan. It looks very reserved and conservative on the racetrack. Now it's time for the pit crew to kind of do their part. He told us in the pre-race, Marty, all the way down in pit stall 2 by plan.
Yeah, what did he keep repeating in the pre-race show earlier today? It's all about just trusting the process, trusting what Chris Gale is telling me. Second stop of the day for Denny Hamlin. Sets him up to do it on 1 more stop today. So it was a little bit tighter this run, but he was in traffic a little bit longer. Kenneth Purcell, the fuel will nod when it's full. There's the nod. Denny Hamlin heads back out on the racetrack.
54 goes through the frame. So that shows you what coming early does for Ty Gibbs. He's got to easily have the lead. I mean, look, it's going to be a mile away.
And the question is, Denny, who does he land in front of? I believe he beats the 77, 71. Look at how Heim's blocking. Hocevar not allowing him to pass through. Denny's going to go by both of these cars, the 71, 77, during this exchange.
So basically, he's going to cycle to second. I mean, when everything began, Denny Hamlin was 5th. But by jumping in front of this group and Heim having to pit, that will put Hamlin second behind his teammate Ty Gibbs, I think, when everything cycles through.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 laps for the 77 trapped behind Heim. That's the difference that allowed Denny to go ahead and cycle in front. Those positions are race-winning positions all day long in this race. You can't give up even 1 spot on the racetrack.
And let's not forget the history. between these two drivers right here. They do not like one another. They will tell you they do not. They've gotten into each other in truck races, in cup races. This was back on the right-hand side, back out in Naval Base, Coronado. That was Heim. Off the front bumper of Heim was a 77 of Hocevar that got spun around, ending the chance of the 77 winning. This was just a relight of fuse that has been lighting or lit for years. And now here they are, and it really jumped out when I saw Heim make that aggressive block.